Hello students, in the previous lecture we have completed pre-fertilization events and today we are going to start with fertilization events. Do you know fertilization events are considered as the vital events during sexual reproduction? So let's begin. Fine. So let us start with the fertilization events, right? Already I have discussed that fertilization is considered as the most vital event during sexual reproduction, because if there is no fertilization, there is no fusion of gametes, and if there is no fusion of gametes, then there will be no organism, right? So fertilization is considered as the most vital event of sexual reproduction. Now already you know fertilization means what? Fertilization means fusion of gametes, and whenever there is fusion of gametes, obviously it is going to result into the formation of a diploid zygote, right? Now this term fertilization can be interchangeable with the term syngamy. That means the fusion of gametes, you called it as syngamy or you called it as fertilization, means the same thing, right? So fertilization, the most vital event of sexual reproduction, and it involves the fusion of gamete, which is called syngamy, as a result of which a diploid zygote is formed, and it is also called fertilization. Hence the term fertilization is interchangeable with the term syngamy, right? So if the definition of fertilization is asked, then you are supposed to write this, right? What is fertilization? The vital event of sexual reproduction which involves the fusion of gamete called syngamy, as a result of which a diploid zygote is formed, and it is also called fertilization. The term fertilization is interchangeable with syngamy. Clear? Now, you know there are some organisms which are formed without fertilization. Do you know what is that process termed as? So that process is termed as parthenogenesis, right? In parthenogenesis, as in 11th standard you have studied regarding parthenocarpy, right? So parthenocarpy is the sexual reproduction that means it is taking place in the flowers, in which without fertilization a fruit is formed, right? In the same way, parthenogenesis is the process that is seen in organism, right? In which a new organism is formed without fertilization. Here the female gamete undergo development to form a new organism. You must have heard about honeybees, na? That in honeybees there are three types of individuals, right? There is queen bee, there is worker, and there is drone. आ रहा है समझ में? तो इसमें जो ड्रोन्स हैं जिन्हें मेल्स बोलते हैं, दे आर फॉर्म्ड विदाउट फर्टिलाइजेशन. आ रहा है समझ में? सो दे आर फॉर्म्ड ड्यू टू द प्रोसेस दैट इज टर्म्ड एज parthenogenesis. So this can be asked in exam as a 2-mark question. What is parthenogenesis along with example? So you have to remember, in some organism syngamy या फिर fertilization does not occur, as the female gamete undergo development to form new organism without fertilization, and this process is termed as parthenogenesis. The examples of parthenogenesis are rotifers. Now what are rotifers? Rotifers are some multicellular aquatic organisms. आ रहा है समझ में? Rotifers are multicellular aquatic organisms, but they are microscopic. You cannot see them without microscope. So they are rotifers. Then there is honeybee, we have already discussed. There are some lizards, and there are birds. For example, turkey. So along with this example, you have to remember that what is parthenogenesis. So just now we have discussed the definition of fertilization. That fertilization involves fusion of gamete. It is called syngamy. It results in the formation of a diploid zygote. That it is also called as fertilization, and the term fertilization is interchangeable with syngamy. Then we have discussed parthenogenesis, that in some organism fertilization does not takes place. The female gamete undergo development to form new organism, and this process is termed as parthenogenesis. And examples of parthenogenesis are rotifers are there, honeybee is there are some lizards, and in birds there is turkey, right? Then I have told you that fertilization is of two types, that is external fertilization and internal fertilization. Now they can ask you in 2 marks, describe external fertilization or explain internal fertilization, or they may ask you in 2 marks, differentiate between external and internal fertilization. Let us first discuss the external fertilization, and then we will proceed with the internal fertilization. Now external fertilization itself is saying that the fertilization is taking place outside, it is not taking place in the body, right? So here syngamy occurs in the external medium, that is water. Means ये कहाँ पे हो रहा है fertilization? The fertilization is taking place outside the body, right? So first you have to explain what is external fertilization. So external fertilization means it is taking place, the fertilization is taking place outside the body in the medium, that is water, right? Now during external fertilization there should be great synchronization seen between the sexes, right? Synchronization matlab talmel, right? You must have seen the frogs breeding during the rainy season, right? The female frog is sitting below on which the male frog sits, and then both of them, that means the female lay the egg and the male gives out the sperm at the same time. Before they enter into the water they should be fertilized, right? So great synchronization is seen between the sexes, that the fusion should takes place the moment they come close to each other, right? Here both, that is the male as well as the female, both are producing large number of gametes, right? Because it is not compulsory that all the gametes they are releasing, they will come in contact with each other and they will get fertilized. Hence large number of gametes are produced to enhance syngamy, right? Next, they produce large number of offsprings. If large number of gametes are produced, that means obviously there will be large number of offsprings, right? But there is a disadvantage, as they are more likely to be attacked by the predators, threatening their survival up to the adulthood, right? You know na that they are the large number of gametes are produced, they are laying large number of eggs. You must have you must be knowing crocodile is laying so many eggs. You must be knowing this though the fertilization there is internal, but they are laying egg, right? Then in tortoise is also laying eggs, right? And sometimes they are coming outside the water to lay the eggs, and some organism feed on their egg when they go back to the water, right? So though they are producing large number of offspring, but there is a disadvantage that they are more likely to be attacked by the predators, threatening their survival up to the adulthood, right? Because in them the fertilization is taking place externally, right? Now don't get confused with fertilization and embryonic care, that means the development of the zygote, alright? ये दोनों terms different है. Here just now we are talking about external fertilization. The fertilization is taking place externally, right? Let us proceed further. Now in what kind of organism does the external fertilization takes place? So external fertilization takes place in most of the aquatic organisms such as algae. It takes place in bony fishes, you know they lay eggs. Then it takes place in amphibians. Just now I have given you the example of frog, right? So you have to remember, as I said, if they have asked 4 points of difference between, you are not supposed to write as example. So you have to write it takes place in most of the aquatic organisms like algae, fishes, amphibians such as frog, right? So I hope that external fertilization is clear in your mind. What you are supposed to write in external fertilization? In external fertilization, the syngamy occurs in external medium, water, that is outside the water. Great synchronization is seen between the sexes. Large number of gametes are produced to enhance syngamy, produce large number of offsprings, as they are more likely to be attacked by the predators, threatening their survival up to the adulthood. And where does it take place? It takes place in most of the aquatic organisms like algae, fishes में bony, amphibians such as frog. Let us proceed further with the internal fertilization. Now if this is taking place outside the body, then internal fertilization is taking place inside the body of the organism, right? So internal fertilization में the fertilization or syngamy occurs inside the body of the organism, right? So you can see that just now we have differentiated one point. Here the syngamy occurs in outside the body in the external medium such as water. Here the fertilization takes place inside the body of the organism, right? Next, we know that here the male gametes are motile and they have to reach the female gamete to fuse with it. But in angiosperms we know, that is in plants, both the gametes are non-motile. So there the pollen tube carries the male gamete to the female gamete, right? So male gametes are motile and they have to reach the female gamete to fuse with here. Next, here you know very well that large number of sperms are produced, but production of the eggs are reduced, right? As in humans as well, the female is producing only one egg every month, whereas in male millions of sperms are produced, right? So here large number of sperms are produced, but the productions of eggs are reduced. So this is a second point of difference between that here large number of gametes are produced to enhance syngamy, whereas in internal fertilization large number of sperms are produced, but the production of egg is reduced, right? Then next is that obviously here internal fertilization is taking place, that means inside the body, so the survival is more due to proper embryonic care. The chances of survival is more due to proper embryonic care. So here you can say this is also a point of difference. Here they are more likely to be attacked by the predators, threatening their survival up to the adulthood, whereas here the chances of survival is more due to proper embryonic care. And the last point of difference is in which organisms does internal fertilization takes place. So in many terrestrial organisms such as fungi, in higher plants such as reptiles, birds, mammals. Now in reptiles are also laying eggs, birds are also laying eggs, but remember I have told you that fertilization is different and development of the zygote is different, right? So here they are laying egg. Fine, here the development is taking place outside the body, but just now we are talking about external and internal fertilization. So in reptiles, birds, though they lay eggs, but here the fertilization is taking place internally. Then mammals, then in plants there are bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So these are the 4 points of difference as well. We have already discussed the point that in some seed plants the non-motile gametes are carried to the female gamete by the pollen tube. So if the male gamete is motile and the female gamete is stationary, then the male gamete has to be taken to the female gamete to fuse with it. And in seed plants where both the gametes are non-motile, then it is carried to the female gamete by pollen tube, right? So 4 point of difference also we have cleared. I hope it is clear in your mind. First point of difference is that in external fertilization syngamy occurs outside the body, that is in the external medium water, whereas in internal fertilization the syngamy takes place inside the body of the organism, right? Here we have seen the next point that that large number of gametes are produced to enhance syngamy, whereas in internal fertilization the number of male gametes are more as compared to that of the female gametes, right? The next point here, the survival up to the adulthood is threatened due to predators, whereas here due to proper embryonic care the chances of survival is more. And last point, it takes place in most of the aquatic organisms like algae, bony fishes, amphibians such as frog, whereas it takes place in many terrestrial organisms like fungi, higher animals such as reptiles, birds and mammals, and plants such as bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So this is all regarding fertilization. I hope you have understood. Again, first thing you have to remember is the definition. It's very easy. It is the vital event during sexual reproduction which involves the fusion of gamete called syngamy, that's because of which a diploid zygote is formed. It is also called as fertilization, as the term syngamy and fertilization are interchangeable. You have to remember what is parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is the process in which the development of the female gamete takes place without fertilization for the formation of a new organism. Examples क्या हैं इसमें? Rotifers हैं, already we have discussed. Then we have discussed there are birds such as turkey, there are some lizards, there is honeybee, right? And then we have discussed just now the 2 types of fertilization, the external fertilization and the internal fertilization. You have to remember the difference between them as well. Okay, thank you. I hope you have understood.